Hey YouTube, I'm back again with another pickups video. So yesterday afternoon after work, like I often do on a Friday, decided to have a wander around town, see what I could find. And it would seem that the charity shop gods were smiling down on me yesterday because I picked up quite a few bargains. So firstly, from Marie Curie for 99p. I grabbed Dad's Army, the Christmas specials. I don't know if I've seen any of these, to be fair. I've seen a bunch of Dad's Army episodes, sporadic ones here and there, growing up, and you know, every once in a while over the years I've seen episodes, but I've certainly not sat down and watched a complete series. I don't own any whole series. I think the only other Dad's Army DVD I have is the movie. But these are I don't know if they're the only three, but it has 3 Christmas specials. Oh, if only I could have picked these up a few weeks ago. But never mind. As it turns out, like a lot of BBC shows, Christmas specials doesn't necessarily mean a Christmas related episode. 2 of these, reading what the synopsis are on them, are just episodes that were made as a Christmas special but are not to do with Christmas, but then the third one is set at Christmas. So, but reading the synopsis on them, I don't recognise them. I don't know if I've seen them, but yeah, regardless of that, I'll still be watching them. Then also from Marie Curie for £1.29, I got JCB Deep. This is a blind buy. I've not seen this, but I do like Van Damme. Certainly his earlier films, you know, the late 80s, early 90s, most of his 90s films for that matter. He did make a few in the early 2000s, I think, as well. I don't know, I've seen many of them, but I've definitely not seen this one. So yeah, I'm definitely looking forward to checking that one out. And one single item from the British Heart Foundation. This is House of a Thousand Corpses. Again, this one was 99p, which was quite a surprise actually, because the British Heart Foundation, certainly in near where I live, are usually quite high priced when it comes to, or relatively speaking, when it comes to DVDs. You know, most places sell them for £1, £1.50, charity shops and second-hand shops. But the British Heart Foundation tend to have them up at £2.99. Odd times I'll have some lesser known titles for £1.99, but for whatever reason, this one was at 99p. So I was very happy with that. I have watched this quite recently actually, just before Halloween. I watched this and The Devil's Rejects back to back on Netflix. But regardless of that, I'm really pleased to have this in my collection. Then next, I've got a bunch from a charity shop called Ryder. Again, these were all £1 each. So we've got Lock, Stock and 2 Smoking Barrels. It's a great movie, and it comes in one of the odd junk case type cases that were around in the early days of DVD. Don't know why they stopped making these. Maybe it was something to do with cost, I don't know, but I do like these. I don't have many DVDs in this type case, but I certainly do like to pick them up if I can find something that I like in this style. And this has definitely been one I've wanted to get. I've known of the existence of this DVD in this case for a long time, so I was happy to grab it. Next, also from Sue Riders, I have some Fred Dibner. So these first 2 are The Age of Steam. Didn't know much about this series It was one of many that Fred Dibner did back in the day, but apparently they only made 6 episodes, and each one of these was 3 episodes each, so it appears to be the entire series. It doesn't actually say on it Series 1, Volume 1, Volume 2, or Part 1 or Part 2. It just says The Age of Steam on both, but they do have 3 different episodes on each, so, and I looked them up on the BBC website, and these are the only 6 episodes that they made. Next, again, Fred Dibner, Building of Britain. Again, these have 3 episodes on each DVD. However, they did make 12 episodes. They did 2 series of this, 6 episodes per series, and this is the complete first series between them. Although again, it doesn't say, the least that I can find, Series 1 Part 1 or Series 1 Volume 2 or anything like that. It just says Building of Britain. £1 a piece. I'm very happy to get them. And then finally, I went to the British Red Cross. One thing I do like about the British Red Cross, they have a big sign up that says all media £1. So everything, DVDs, Blu Rays, CDs, video games, all £1. So all of these were £1. So firstly, 2D TV. This is the complete 3rd series. This was around, I think, in the early 2000s. Now I don't know if it was ever affiliated with Spitting Image, but to me this always seemed to be an animated version of Spitting Image. For those who don't know Spitting Image, it was a show here in the UK ran through the 80s and I think into the early 90s, and it was a puppet based show that satired stuff that was going on in the world. Each week they would do sketches on things that were going on with these satirised puppets of celebrities and the royal family and politicians and whatnot. And this is exactly what 2D TV did, a decade or so later, but animated. But yeah, it was always a lot of fun. I guess it'll be dated now, but yeah, should still be good. Elton John on the back there. Next, this was a bargain. This is Tomorrowland, Blu Ray, brand new and factory sealed, for £1. I think this must have been somebody's Christmas present that they didn't want, that they've thrown at the charity shop. I honestly don't know, but who am I to complain? It was £1. It's a film I've not seen. I know it didn't do well at the cinema, and it was not well received. But that's happened to Disney before. John Carter did terrible at the box office and was hated. I love it. I think John Carter is a fantastic movie. It happened with The Lone Ranger. It didn't do very well at the box office, and although that film does have its problems, it's just a good, fun action film, and I really like it. So hopefully I'll reserve judgment, and I might actually watch this tomorrow. But yeah, I'm definitely looking forward to checking it out. Next, Life on Mars, the complete 2nd series. I love the show, and when it aired on TV, it was one of those ones you riveted to every week and couldn't wait for the next episode. I initially wanted to get both of these, Series 1 and Series 2, on Blu Ray, and I remember looking at the case one time, and it said on the back, upscaled from standard definition, so it wasn't a true HD Blu Ray. And that kind of put me off. I thought it's one I probably still will get at some point, but I'm not going to pay full price for it. I'll wait till the price drops. And I've yet to see them. I mean, I'm not actively looking for them, certainly online, but very rarely do I see them out and about. But to pick this up for £1 on DVD was a no-brainer. Of course, I don't have the first series, so I have to hold off watching this until I can get the first series. And finally, from the British Red Cross, which is where those last few came from. I'm not sure if I mentioned that. The Royal Family. Now this states it's the complete collection. Every series, every special. Now this came out I think in 2010. So I don't think it's complete anymore. I'm pretty sure they made at least one, possibly a couple more Christmas specials since this was released. But regardless of that, for £1, I mean, you can't complain. There's a whole bunch in here. You've got there's the 3 specials: the Queen of Sheba, the new sofa, and the Golden Egg Cup. I don't remember the Golden Egg Cup. I've definitely seen the new sofa and the Queen of Sheba. So there's possibly one in there I've never seen. And this, of course, there's 3 discs in there, one for each special. And you've got the series, all 3. Again, these are when these were originally released. They were in their own cases, one series each. They were released individually, so obviously for this set. And then We Love the Royal Family, which I'm guessing is a best of or documentary or something, which I'm sure I've not seen. But yeah, I'm really pleased to grab that for £1. This hadn't even gone out on the shelf, and when I went in and I picked a couple up off the shelf, and those first 2, yeah, they were on the shelf, and she was pricing a bunch up on the counter, and that's where these 2 were. So I managed to literally grab these as they were putting them out, and I'm pretty sure, even though it was late on the afternoon at that point, it was probably about 4:15, they wouldn't have been there today if I'd gone in this morning. Or at least that one wouldn't. I'm pretty sure that would have gone as well at £1. So I'm very, very happy with my pickups yesterday. Very rarely do I score like this from the charity shops. I'd maybe get 1 or 2 from one, but very rarely do I score so well in more than one charity shop in the same day. It does happen, but very rarely, and very rarely do I get this much stuff for such great prices. So yeah, that's my pickups for yesterday from the various charity shops. Of course, I've got some other pickups I've grabbed over the last week since the new year that I will do in my next video. So until then, thanks very much for watching, and cheers. Ta-ra.